Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Tennis at the Range. Today's episode is a little bit different. I originally traveled to Africa for tourism, but an unexpected opportunity came up with the guys over at Unleashed Africa. This was completely improvised. I'm actually still wearing my night retainers in this footage. We were after Impala, which is a plentiful species in this region. I want to be clear, this was done 100% legally under professional guidance, and it wasn't for a trophy. This was about providing meat for the local people, which is far more sustainable than commercial beef when done correctly. I don't believe in causing unnecessary suffering, and nothing from this animal went to waste. Huge thanks to the guys over at Unleashed Africa for showing me the ropes, and without further ado, let's get into the hunt.
While we were driving to get dropped off to the location, we saw actually a bunch of very nice looking bucks. We obviously couldn't shoot them because, you don't shoot impalas out of the car, it's not what I signed up for. So we just kept on driving, we got dropped off and we started the walk. When we came to an intersection, it was kind of like a three-way intersection, so kind of like this. So the guide was right in front of us, and he immediately told us to get down and not make any noise, because there was, I think, the same bucks that we saw. They were, 20 meters away from us. Since they were too close and we really weren't expecting it, they ended up just bolting away. And I thought that, okay, we might be able to follow them. And when I asked the guide, the bush was just so thick, he uses this to say it's very thick. So the bush was very thick and it wasn't really worth it to go and follow them because it's really hard to navigate bush like that.
It was male impalas, but they went into thick bush, so we're not gonna follow. We're gonna go to another place.
So we just kept on walking until we made it to the airstrip. Because they have this very long airstrip. And normally animals hang around because it's a big clearing and right next to right outside the airstrip. It's very good in terms of vegetation, and you can see kind of far away. It's not that thick. So you can see far away, so animals can see if there's predators coming. So while we're walking down the airstrip, we're on the right, we start hearing this galloping out in the distance, and we see there's a giraffe crossing the road. Or the airstrip, but yeah, we see just the giraffe is galloping to our side, so it's kind of going towards us on a 45-degree angle. And so we got a really cool shot of that. They gallop, since they're so long and big, it's slow motion galloping. So that was super cool. And right after that, the guide told us that there were some impalas in front of us.
Did you see? There's an impala in the open.
So instead of walking straight towards them where they could see us, we decided to go around, go in the forest, walk towards them and then hop out. And by the time we hopped out, they were gone. And we were halfway through the airstrip. So we end up crossing the airstrip to go to the other side.
So there's no impalas in the open. We're gonna walk to the other side, then walk back and see if we can find some.
And we keep on walking. And again, same thing, more giraffes.
Giraffe, there's a giraffe. Behind trees. Yeah, I see it. There's 2 giraffes.
So you could only see their legs and their heads, since their body was basically hidden by the trees. So we were able to get some cool shot of those, and they ended up running. I think there was 6 giraffes. So that was pretty cool. And after that, we just keep on walking, loitering around the airstrip, obviously following the guide because I had absolutely no idea where we were. And out of nowhere, he spots them maybe like 80 to 100 meters out. He spots an Impala right on the side of the road, like right on the side. So he tells us to get down. When you hunt here, people don't normally carry one in the chamber. So I chambered around. So like I sit down, but it's not that comfortable because it's like the terrain is not the best, which it's hunting, you know, it's not precision shooting where you really have time to sit down. And the box, there's actually two that come out and are positioned perfectly. They're perpendicular to the road, so I have a perfect kill shot, but I don't know how long they're gonna be there, so I kind of rush it. I take the safety off, I try to get a better position, but then I think there's not enough time. And then the box just jumped, crossed to the other side of the small trail. So everything's going super fast in my mind. And I end up shooting, and I think I missed it. Actually, no, I did miss it. But I also missed putting my earplugs. So my ears were just outside, so it was mitigated, but that 243 just really slammed my ears, so that was fun.
I'm deaf.
And we tracked it to see if I had hit it. We ended up tracking it for maybe 30 to 45 minutes.
I don't think I hit it. We'll see.
We didn't see a lot of blood. The guide actually didn't see a lot of blood. I didn't see anything.
I'm legally blind, I can see, barely.
But we were tracking it, just making sure that I didn't kill it, because I don't want to shoot an animal in the leg and then just let it die out in the wild. So we did the right thing by looking for it. In the end, we didn't find it. So I was very bummed, because I thought it was like my only chance, and I just completely blew it because I rushed it, and you don't really have to rush things if you want to like properly hunt. So I ended up rushing it, and I told myself, well, that was mistake number one. Let's hope that it doesn't happen again. I ended up dry firing the gun a bit, making sure that I'm a little bit more familiar with it, because I had picked it up just an hour ago. We ended up doing the whole airstrip area and nothing else came up, so I was quite bummed and I thought the day was over. But the guide told us that we could cross the river, and then there was another part where it was again like long plains. So we ended up walking like maybe half a click on the main road to go to that area. and he was like slowly going up. And with his crazy guide eyes, out like 150 meters, he spots a little troop of impalas, and the buck is laying down.
You see this small tree? Oh yeah, I see it all the way away. Okay. Do you want to get close? Yeah, of course.
So we all go down, and I realize that I don't have a proper shot from where I actually am, so where we are. And he says, yeah, you want to try the shot? I was completely bummed from the last shot I took, and I told myself I'm not gonna take a shot if I am not 100% sure that I can make it. I saw that in front of me there were like two options. On the right there was a bunch of bush, so yeah, that could conceal me if I walk towards there. And on the left there's actually the best shooting position, which is a big tree that's maybe this wide, so it can cover my whole body. And I just tell the guide, you know what if I crawl? What if I just literally do what I signed up for and crawl? So he says, I mean, yeah, you can try. Everyone stays behind. I'm the only one that crawls, and I just start like ramping down. I'm not doing like the military crawl with the arms and the legs, because I really wasn't going for speed. I was going like to go as slow as I can. Like a snail. Like my legs weren't really moving, and I was like pulling myself up on some parts just because I didn't want to alert the impalas. Because the females knew that we were there, and then the buck stood up. So the impalas were looking at us, they were looking at me. And I really didn't want to mess it up. So I went like to the end of like the bush. and I saw that I couldn't really take the shot, so I had to cross to go to that small tree. So I end up, again, slowly ramping down. I reach the tree and I'm prone. I try to take a look at the buck, and I think the position is not the best because there's like a small branch in front of me. So I'm not really gonna have a good line of sight, and the bullet might get deflected, even if it's by very little, because it was a branch that was maybe 2-3 centimeters thick, which is about an inch. So there I like slowly catch my breath, I kneel, I stand up behind the tree. I catch my breath, lay the rifle on the tree, I put my scope on. Ah, there's a snake. Let me see if I can catch it. No, it's gone. Welcome to Africa. I put the sight on the buck. I really stabilize myself. I'm like, I have time. He doesn't see me. I'll try to take my time and do things properly. Put them right where I wanted to hit. And like when the gun comes back from recoil, I just see the buck, like its legs were up and it was just like scrambling all around. He starts running towards my left, like left and going back towards the woods, and all the females just bolt to the right. So I knew I had hit it. And then he stumbles into a bush and keeps on running. And when I see that like he's actually running, I try to hit it again. I wasn't really sure if I was gonna hit it. I didn't hit it twice. The guy comes up, we start walking to see if we could track it.
Fell down, no? I think you will fall. Did you see him trying to leg? I think he will fall down. At first I didn't know if it was a buck, but it had only one bull.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one I saw running is the bull.
I tried to hit it again while it was running. Just I think it is that. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, the others ran this way and he ran
Yeah.
this way.
Let me put this rifle back on safe.
Did you shoot him when he was lying down or stand up?
Standing up, he was looking at me.
Yours, that's it, yeah.
I think so. And he went here, and then on the right. But I did see him fall down. Then we just see where that buck went. We see that there's a small bush that got completely destroyed because the buck tripped on the bush.
We'll find. We'll start to see blood.
And while we start barely walking into the forest, the buck is laying next to a tree and it's dead.
Yeah, down. Oh, I thought I killed it in one. Well, I did get it in one focus. Good hunting.
I hit it right in front of the shoulder because it was kind of angled.
Or did I hit it here? Yes. Perfect shot, but it should be. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was told to aim for the back leg, for the back front leg, so you really get the vitals.
Crawling, good crawling, yeah? Soldier.
nice.
That was a good hunting. Proper hunting.
Yes. I want to lay the rifle down somewhere.
867 set of tails.
Fuck. I'm sorry, buddy.
1-1. 1-1, you see that?
Yeah. It didn't come out.
I saw the way he was running that he was going home.
Yeah, because I saw, like right after my scope went back on,
Yeah.
he was laying on the ground.
He also hit on that bush there.
Yeah. I don't know if there's an exit wound.
No. Bullet, big man, man. And it's good to shoot the ones with 1-1, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Big male.
Holy shit, everything's broken. So the line was good, but I was a bit.
Yeah,
I should have shot like.
low, yeah.
Now we carry it.
Yeah, we should try to push into the rod. The rod is down there.
I'll carry it.
Right.
So, how are we gonna do this?
Oh! Hey! Okay, I got it. It's heavy.
It's fine.
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay?
Help me. Just in the
Just to stand up. Right, let's go.
Yeah, give me a second.
Okay.
I just wanna get the back leg.
Mhm.
Okay. Three,
Up, up.
2, 1.
Oh!
Okay.
Then I'm leaving the head.
Okay.
Right.
Ah, pisse le sang.
It is a big man.
Ah.
That's a big man.
Tu vas tenir jusqu'à là-bas. C'est lourd, non? Ça pèse combien ça? Putain.
Let's go straight. Yeah. Rod is, yeah.
In the end, we had to pull it because I tripped. That was fun. The floor was full of mud. Yeah, we can put it. My shoes. Yeah, be with me because you helped me.
Alright.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Then we went to the skinning area.
Sharp.
Nice.
We skinned it and I saw the bullet damage. So it entered through the front of the shoulder and then it ricocheted inside. It completely destroyed the lungs. The bullet went to lodge itself in the ribs of the opposite side. So the bullet kind of like went in and went to the right. So the bullet did what it had to do. Then this morning we went to chop the meat. The people over here cooked it and just had it for lunch. So pretty cool experience, all the way from the bush to the plate, which is what I wanted, and I didn't want to just drive around and shoot them because at night impalas are not very smart, so you can just beam a very strong light on them and they will stop. Literally like a deer in the headlights, same thing. And it's very easy to hunt. Like you can be driving, you just beam them, and from here to 10, 20 yards you can absolutely smash them. And yeah, that was the hunt. It was pretty fun. It was also very improvised. No water. I had my phone. a knife, which is the CAC knife that you saw in the vlog on Iwa, which is the French army knife. It's super sharp, actually. Very cool to skin the Impala with that.
Ooh.
Dangerous.
Dangerous, yeah.
Ah, easy.
Huh.
And then we just had 2 cameras, 1 battery each, no water, no nothing. I put some sunscreen, but it wasn't enough because we ended up getting sunburned. And from a very improvised hunt, like we weren't expecting anything, it was pretty cool. So this is the rifle that I used. It's a CZ, but it was made, I think, before CZ became a thing. I don't really know. It was made in the Brno arms factory in Czechoslovakia. It's chambered in 243, which is a caliber that I didn't know, with like necked down. It has a really big back. It's kind of like a Mauser action, especially the first part of the bolt is very similar to a Mauser action. The back part isn't. It's got a Leopold VX3 scope, which is a 2.5 to 8, which over here when you're hunting game, since the bush is quite thick, you don't really need more than 8.5 magnifications. You could, but it's not really useful. It kind of has like a safety like a Glock, which was pretty cool to see. And then you have the magazine over here that opens like a regular bolt action. And yeah, not a lot of recoil to it. The noise isn't really that bad either. I mean, I did say I didn't have ears on, but they were kind of in and it didn't blow my eardrums out, so pretty cool gun.